Did you know why ice doesn't melt in the North Pole despite rising temperatures? The Earth's average temperature is rising, but not all places warm up at the same rate. The North Pole is warming up faster than the rest of the planet. Temperatures there have risen by more than 3 degrees Celsius since the 1970s. That's 4 times faster than the global average. But it's still cold enough for ice to be frozen solid. So why doesn't all that ice just melt? Well, it turns out that even though the average temperature is higher now than it was 50 years ago, there's still plenty of cold air around. In fact, the amount of cold air hasn't changed much at all. It's just that the temperature threshold for what we call freezing has shifted. When water freezes into ice, its molecules slow down and form a crystalline structure. That's because the air around you has cooled down so much that it can't hold as much energy as before. So it takes energy from your body, which is why you feel cold. If you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more fun science videos. Your body tries to warm you up by sending blood to your nose, but that just makes your nose even colder. And if you stay outside long enough, eventually you'll lose so much energy that you'll feel really cold all over. But that structure is really delicate. A single water molecule is made of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen atoms. And the bonds between those atoms are really weak. Take a look at this puddle. There's some ice cubes floating in it, but you can also see some water and some water vapor. And if the temperature keeps rising, eventually all the ice will melt. When those bonds are broken, the water goes from a solid to a liquid. That's because when water evaporates, it takes energy with it. So the remaining ice gets less energy and therefore it's colder. Eventually, the ice gets so cold that the air temperature around it is warmer than the ice itself. At that point, the only thing keeping the ice frozen is the amount of cold air around it. So as long as the air stays cold enough, the ice won't melt. But if the temperature rises above 0 degrees Celsius, then the water will evaporate directly from a solid into a gas. That's called sublimation. Now, water can exist in all 3 states at once: solid, liquid, and gas. But here's where things get weird. As the ice melts, it actually gets colder, but here's the kicker. Even though the average temperature has risen, the amount of cold air hasn't changed much. In other words, there's still enough cold air around the North Pole to keep the ice frozen solid, even though the air temperature is technically above freezing. It's like when you walk outside on a winter day and your nose gets really cold. So even though the North Pole is warming up, don't expect the ice to melt anytime soon. Thanks for watching.